Texting, we're back.
A lot of dead space.
Yeah, dead space. Back for segment 2. IDD, for those who know, I don't disagree. That is Thomas J's Highly Questionable Andre Miliaccio. Segment 2, we got cigars out. Why not? It's a pre-Thanksgiving little shindig here in the mid-sack on a Tipping Back Tuesday or Tokum Tuesday.
Dude, one day in our lives, it would be nice to be doing this, and we're going to have Thanksgiving together the next day.
Oh, that would be fun.
At some point in our lives, we have to try to make that happen. Where the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, we do a show, and it's because like we're in the same place to celebrate Thanksgiving, whether it's here or we go on a vacation or something.
That's definitely absolutely. Turkey Day is just so much fun. I just love Turkey Day.
Yeah.
And there's 3 big games going on, which we'll talk about in segment 3.
I've never spent it with like friends though.
Yeah, it's always family. Yeah. So anyway, segment 2 is going to be about the NBA. Both the Celtics and the Knicks made statement wins last night. New York went into a very tough place to play, and they didn't beat the Nuggets. They bent them over. I mean, 145 to 118, and I don't know that it was that close. They bent them over. I have never heard Mike Malone, the Denver Nuggets coach, say what he said.
He ripped them back.
He was livid.
Well, they basically all said, we didn't try. We didn't come out and play with any kind of intensity.
By the way, if that's true, that's even worse. Like but why would anyone take you?
Some of that is a crock of shit.
Of course it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, actually, you got your ass beat and then gave up. Right? Like
that's more accurate.
You didn't just come out and you weren't playing. No, all of a sudden you got hit in the mouth and you tried to respond and tried to respond.
They bitch slapped you again.
And they bitch slapped you again, and then you said, all right, we can't win this game.
And you're on Queer Street, didn't know what to do. It's like, so what do? You quit.
That's what they did.
By the way, that's what a lot of people saw, but that's because the Knicks made you quit. Which is more about them than about you.
Yeah.
We'll get into your character flaws another day, but that's an obvious one. Anyway, but the Knicks went on the road. That's a tough place, and they hammered them into submission.
The crazy part was OG Anunoby.
40 points.
40 points.
Jalen Brunson, 17 assists. I mean, I'll tell you right now.
And fucking Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, had 30 and 15.
He outplayed Jokic. Yeah. He outplayed him. We said it off air. He's like, did you know it? I'm like, oh, I saw it. I don't think I was going to not say it.
In Denver.
He bent him over just like they bent them over. I mean, so yeah. Did Malone have a right to be pissed? Yeah, he did. Like, these guys can bent you over before you didn't do anything about it. And when you try, they bent you over some more. Just like, it was terrible. Like, there was very little fight. But again, that's testament to the Knicks' aggressiveness, tenacity, and everything else. They were on them. They stayed on them. They didn't let up.
Here's the thing I love, though. The Knicks are not the team they're going to be at the end of this year. The Knicks are going to get better than they are right now.
They will.
Right now, they're playing spurts. Mm-hmm. Like there are times throughout the game where you go, "Oh shit, they're really good."
Yep.
And then there are other times throughout the game where you're like, "They're still pretty sloppy. They're still figuring things out."
But they will. They're headed in the right direction, and last night was an example of it. They're heading in the right direction.
But also, OG emerging as a scorer, I think, brings a level to this team that nobody at all saw
I thought he was 15 to 20 a night.
Right.
Which is good.
Could you ever see him scoring 40?
I didn't think he could score.
I could not have seen him scoring 40.
That was shocking.
But he's different this year.
He was more aggressive, and he needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing it. So
and Jalen is really starting to be a point guard now.
To have that with Towns, if he can keep not 40 a night, but if he's dropping 25, 30, I mean, that's a whole other ballgame.
Yeah.
So
because then when Jalen needs to get points, he hasn't been carrying the team for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Because there are going to be times down the line where Jalen's got to get 35.
I mean, that to me, like I said, I had them as the number 2 team in the East, and that is exactly why. Now again, I thought he was 15 to 20. If he starts putting up 25 to 30, okay, they're. I mean,
I think even if OG averages 20 points a game, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
The Celtics last year had 3 20-point scores.
Yeah.
So, now
maybe he won't. I mean, maybe that's crazy. But
the thing about the Celtics is that after those 3, you've got Holiday and White and Horford and fucking
That's nuts.
Peyton Pritchard, who right now, if this season ended today, Peyton Pritchard is the NBA Sixth Man of the Year. He is kicking ass and taking names. They've got this kid, Nemias Kanika, whatever his name is, Katita, from Portugal.
Keita?
That's it, Keita. Panika.
What the fuck were you calling him?
I don't know. It was not Keita.
Vanikovic?
It's Nemias Keita.
Oh, okay.
That's his name. So I was fucking up Nemias with Kamai.
Where's he from?
He's from Portugal.
Interesting.
He was on Sacramento's D squad last year. Brad Stevens made some kind of move and got him.
Y'all got a mid-year, right?
He got a mid-year, brought him into Maine. He made some sort of deal with them at that level, some sort of trade, which is probably why I didn't make news. But he got him somehow, and brings him in kind of quietly into Maine with the red claws there, and then all of a sudden,
What's that? The G League team?
the D League team.
D League.
And so all of a sudden, 2 months to go in the season, we start seeing this kid up with the big guys. And he's getting a little bit more minutes, and I'm telling you.
You liked him early on.
I liked him early on. I was like, this motherfucker can
Now
play.
he's playing a lot.
Yeah, he had 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 blocks off the bench last night. He was backing up Porzingis, who, by the way, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks in 22 minutes. Not bad.
That's horseshit.
Not bad.
That's
not
horseshit.
bad.
These assholes are getting that back rate.
I mean, they beat. Now, here's what the Celtics did, which is, I think, equally as impressive as what the Knicks did. The Clippers were the hottest team in the league. They come in and won 5 in a row. They had beaten Denver in this 5-game win streak. They had beaten Houston, who's playing much better.
They embarrassed Philly.
They embarrassed Philly. I mean, they embarrassed them. They bent Philly over. Okay?
Yeah.
The Celtics toyed with them. The Celtics won by 32 points. Jason Tatum only scored 20. And he was the leading scorer. Him and Peyton Pritchard were 20 each, and Jaylen Brown had 17. That was the three, and then Porzingis 16. This is what they did. But they had that kid who had 12. They had what's his name? Hauser had 12. Kid had 12, 9, and 3.
Wow.
And Horford had the night off. Horford didn't even play.
And Porzingis went for what?
16, 6, 3, and 2 in 22 minutes.
2 blocks?
And they only gave up 94 points.
2 blocks?
2 blocks. They only gave up 94 points.
I saw that.
This is what made them frightening, because he just on the floor brings their defense up 2 levels. I can't.
He's long as shit.
A 7'3" guy who can switch. Like, are you kidding me? You know what on defense what that is? You literally, what do you do? Hey, by the way, remember in the finals last year, he blocked Kyrie Irving on the wing in game 1. Kyrie was caught in a switch with him. He tried to drive on. He went to pull up, and he fucking stuffed his ass. Like, that's when I'm like, yeah, the Mavs are in trouble. Yeah, they're in a lot of trouble.
He's not a big, slow big.
No, he's not a slow
long
big.
and quick.
No, he can guard to get the 5 of them, and he's 7'3".
Well, the crazy part is so can Horford. Horford can guard too. Mm-hmm. They were showing the one-on-one stats for Horford against the Cavs the other night.
Yeah,
it was insane.
Yeah, and he was
like the shooting percentage against him.
Yeah,
was like,
and on offense he was 27 and 3 blocks. Wow, 20.7 and 3 blocks. That was his offense. But he's right about the defense. So they've got 4, and then this Nemias Keita dude is just as long and athletic, as quick as Porzingis is. And I'm just like, they can just roll 10 bodies at you. They can just roll 10 bodies at you. It's crazy. And they were, just with him on the floor, they were 2 levels better last night. And by the way, they didn't shoot good. They were 21 of 56 from the 3. There was 37%. Good, not bad, but not good.
It's a lot of missed threes.
They missed 7 free throws. They were not great. They were just great on defense, and they moved the ball. They had 33 assists on 45 baskets. That was impressive.
Dude.
That's the thing they did.
The Knicks had 45 assists.
I know.
That is insane. And they had under 10 turnovers. I think they had 9 turnovers.
So you scored more points.
Yeah,
you put up 145. We put up 126. So you put up almost 20 more points than we did. So yeah,
but they also scored 20 more against us.
Yeah, so I'm saying, but still, I said both were impressive last night. But the Knicks went in there and they out-shotgunned these guys, too. They were like, oh, well, we can beat you in a track meet. Then they did.
Yeah. They were running like crazy on them.
I think that's where Anunoby was so big. He's very good in the open floor. In transition.
It's weird because, like, when you see him run, like, he's very mechanical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not fluid, but he gets down to, he beats people down.
A lot of ground.
He covers ground quickly.
Doesn't look like he's going. It's kind of like watching Forrest Gump. Like, Gump doesn't look like he's going that fast until you see him around everyone else.
Yeah, but
and then he
OG
looks like he's going 100 miles an hour.
OG looks like he has some athleticism. I mean, Forrest Gump, give me a break.
Forrest Gump was a football All-American in Alabama.
Sure he was.
Bear Bryant
He
found
was
him.
running.
He's the stupidest son of a bitch alive, but he sure is fast. That was fucking hysterical. The guy who played Bear Bryant was great. Who the fuck is that idiot? Oh, that's Forrest.
Dude, but I love how they've constructed this team.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, you've got Jalen, who is the head, obviously.
Oh, yeah, the head of the snake.
But then you have Cat now, who really is basically like their number one offensive option.
He kind of is.
You run it through him, kind of. Even if he's on the 3-point line. I mean,
You know who he's starting to remind me of, but he's not quite as good a scorer?
who?
Glenn Big Dog Robinson.
Glenn Robinson.
All-star out of Purdue.
Not as mobile as Glenn Robinson, though.
He's not as mobile as he was.
Because he was smaller. He was
He's
like
got
6'8".
he was no Robinson was 6'10".
He was 6'10".
6'10", yeah.
He came out of Purdue, right?
Yeah, he was national
with
player of
the
the year. Him and
Bucks.
Grant Hill were 1 and 1A for national player of the year that year. And Grant Hill went to the national championship game.
Glenn
with a bunch of
Robinson was a
scabs.
monster.
He was. And remember in Milwaukee, it was him, Ray Allen, and who was the other dude? The kid from Villanova. Tim Thomas, the 6'8" wing there from Villanova.
They had Tim Thomas.
They had Tim Thomas when he was good. They had the
He
three of
wasn't
them.
good for that long.
I mean, no, but a couple of years, 2-3 years he
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
I mean, Milwaukee was a pretty high scoring act. They were. So he reminds me of him.
Yeah, I mean, I love what he's doing.
Yeah.
And they're still trying to figure it out, still, which is so promising. Then you got guys like Josh Hart that just fucking never stop going.
Yep.
Their bench feels a little thin.
Well, when you get Mitchell back, I think that'll fill it out.
That'll help, but I still think no DiVincenzo on the bench.
That's
has
the
been
one
big.
thing. And you were right about this. You said it when the trade happened. I agree with you then. And when I watch the Knicks, I like what I see. There is this one thing missing, and I think it's him.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know how they could have pulled that deal off and kept him.
Right,
I don't
exactly.
know.
And
It's
that's
kind of
why-
like I can't fault the Knicks for that because I think they had to do it.
Exactly.
I think inevitably they're better, but god damn it, they could have somehow held on.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like
I mean-
they have to figure out how to fill that void. They can. They can fill that void
Is
with
that
this
role
team.
that he played? Not a lot of guys can play that role.
no.
Derek White plays that
Yeah.
role in the South. But there's not a lot of teams that have a guy like that. There's just not.
But
It's hard to do.
But because of the talent they added,
Yeah,
they can make up for it collectively.
I can.
Now, if
That I do agree with.
Mikal Bridges, he hasn't even started to play nearly as well as he can. His shot is weird.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. He's still trying to find himself for some reason.
Yeah.
And if he gets back to where he's been as a player,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
I mean, again, they're still getting better. And Cam Payne is a guy off their bench that they got from Philly. I hated him when he was on Philly.
Yes, you did.
But man,
He was not quiet about it.
Dude, he is a tough dude.
He is a tough dude.
He comes in and just plays hard. Sometimes he does dumb shit. But
there's levels to dumb.
exactly.
There's some dumb you can live with.
Right.
Like
Because he's tough and he plays with effort. You can deal with mistakes.
we had a kid like that, Grant Williams, who did all that stuff, but his stupid you couldn't deal with. His stupid was beyond stupid.
Well, you know he's out for the season now.
Yeah, I know. So
He got hurt.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, you want to feel sorry for him, but then he opens his mouth. And you're like,
Well, his talking got in the way of his game.
yeah. But like, you want to feel bad for him, like because the Celtics dumped him, and then the Dallas Mavericks dumped him, and they're both in the finals, and he's in Charlotte. Like, talk about getting kicked to the curb.
Look. Here's the thing about
And true, they're in the finals, and you're not. They were right about
right.
you. That's the
Here's
worst part
thing
about it.
Grant Williams is that I would have engaged in that conversation up until what he done to Tatum.
Yeah.
Once he speared Tatum, I was like, nah, dude, you are a problem. Up until then, like I felt like he caught a little bit of a bad rap.
I kept saying he was trouble.
I know, you did. But like, remember how I kind of took his side when he was doing the Jimmy Butler? I was like, why
Yes.
didn't anybody come to his defense?
I'm like, he opened his, maybe they knew he was a dick.
Well, now it makes
it's like,
sense.
yeah, dick.
You know? Because up until he ran into Jason Tatum for no fucking reason.
No.
Could have hurt him, could have started the fight, could
The
have
game was over.
Yeah, could have done
the
a
game
bunch
is
of shit.
over. There's 8 seconds or
But
9.
even if the game wasn't over, all you did was spear him for no
It
reason.
was dirty pool.
You didn't foul him hard.
Yeah.
So that just, I kind of lost respect there.
Yeah,
it's like the Joel Embiid foul on Mitchell Robinson when he pulled his legs down. I just can't. I can't get past it for some reason.
Well, how can you?
I don't know.
You see a person's true character when they face adversity. Mm-hmm. That has been true since the dawn of man.
Yeah.
You do. You always find out what a person's made of when everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
Either if they tuck tail and run, or that's it. But if they stay and fight and they don't give up, that tells you all you need to know about a person. How do they respond to pressure or adversity when things go bad? And the ones that tuck tail and run are the ones you can't trust. Or the front runners. You just can't trust them. Oh. When the going gets tough. What? Tough? You didn't say anything about tough. Fuck that.
Bye-bye. That's my cue.
Bye-bye. That's my cue. Get out of here. The T word. The T word.
I mean, I can't say I haven't been there before.
What?
I'd rather sit on my ass.
Nope, I don't want to do it today. And I'm not going to, damn it. Just
right? Half of life.
Half of life, yes. Just roll out of bed and go.
These losers that won't go, and when they're going, just
you know what? We did this a lot when we were in our 20s because we didn't give a shit. But, you're on a job. You're working a job. You don't even like the job, but you're working. It's a paycheck. And then one day you just roll over like, fuck it, I ain't going in today. Fuck this.
I quit.
I quit. This ain't fucking worth it.
Yeah, I never did that. Not me.
Not me.
Dude, my employment history from the time I was 16 till the time I was 24 is seedy. I mean, it's seedy. My God, I was an idiot. I remember, okay.
We all did stupid.
I remember, so I worked at this department store. I worked in the shoe department. And I was there for years.
You were a Bundy?
Mm-hmm.
You were an Al Bundy?
I worked in the men's clothing department. And then when I started going to VCU, I actually transferred from a Fredericksburg store to a Richmond store.
Damn.
And switched from the men's room, or the men's department, to the shoe department.
Were you on the board employee of the month? No. Thomas said so when you're holding a shoe.
So here's how we separated, me and the company. So
you didn't one employee of the month award?
No.
Tell the truth.
No, I didn't.
Never?
No.
So
all right, so
would have been so much better.
So no, I mean I wish.
Would have made the utter collapse.
I wasn't that good of an employee. Can't lie.
I can't win that award. I suck.
So
I don't care.
One time I got jumped at a rap battle. Went in there to work the next day with my whole fucking face swollen. They're like, get out of here.
Get out of here, thug.
Then one night we went out and got so hammered that I woke up back at my house. And I called them and I said, look, I'm sorry, I can't come in. I can't find my car. I don't know where my car is.
I can't find my car.
I went out last night.
Now, if you're hearing this on the other end, what are you thinking? This asshole can't find his car.
I said, I'm sorry, I can't find my car.
I can't find my car. So, and he really couldn't find his car.
So I couldn't.
That's the best
actually, the thing is,
isn't lying.
No, the thing is, like,
he's
okay. So my first,
I can't find my car.
First thought is, oh my God, I don't know where my car is. Obviously, was able to find it, but I had to call in because I didn't know where it was.
Misplaced.
So then the following week, I tried to call in again.
Damn car.
The following week, I tried to call in again, right?
Yeah.
And the manager that picks up, she goes, "Are you sure you don't just want to quit?" And I was like, "Why do you say that?" And she goes, "Well, I'm looking at the documentation here. Last week, you called in and said you couldn't find your car."
That sounds so fucking awesome.
And I said,
he's actually telling the truth.
and I said, yeah, I actually did call and say that last week. All right, you're right. I quit.
And that's how it ended.
That was the end of that.
I have the phone now. I'm going back to bed. Fuck off.
So basically, RJ, I'm one of the ones you can't trust. I'm one of the snakes in the grass.
You were 16.
No, I wasn't. I was in college.
Oh, you were 19.
No, I was older than that.
20.
That's true.
Well, you grizzled veteran, you. How dare I question
You
your
absolute expert.
your decades of experience?
I mean, I can tell you more.
Who am
recent,
I to question you?
I can tell you more recent things I've quit.
Oh,
like,
God.
Focusing on my health. Quit that.
You've quit that time.
Goodbye.
Quit that time and time again.
Oh.
Quit it all the time.
I quit it. I started. I quit it. I started.
It's a vicious cycle. Vicious.
Dear God.
Dear God.
Never a quitter. Always a quitter.
Would you like another drink? Absolutely.
I'm dying. What are you doing about it? Killing myself.
Killing myself.
What else is a man to do?
At this point, you're already going. You might as well go the way you want to go. You know?
Oh, bad
Call
call.
your shot. Oh, by the way,
Review it.
While we're
That's
talking
Duke
to you,
ball.
see the Dago bar. Even when you're at a table at the Dago bar, you're at the bar. You're at a table at the
Dude,
bar.
okay. Hang on a
Think about
second.
that. We should have a table with a little booth.
What if,
little-
okay, what if
should
we
do
opened a spot called,
that. Dago bar?
hang on,
IDD, home of the ID, home of IDD.
Adani at Dagos?
Adani at Dagos.
Adani at Dagos.
Adani at Dago. That's actually
Dago, no, Dago Donnie's.
Dago Donnie's.
Dago Donnie's.
Oh my God! What a bar that
Dago
would be.
Donnie's.
Dago Donnie's. What's that? That's the Dago bar. Every time you go, you see a Donnie.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a Donnie.
Couple of Dagos run the joint.
Yeah.
Always a Donnie.
Always a Donnie going on. Just you should listen to them fight over the drinks. It's ridiculous. It's always a Donnybrook.
This is off Kansas. That's Duke Paul.
Kansas, number 1 Kansas, 73. Number 11 Duke, 72. 1 minute
It's
to
off
go.
Duke. I mean, that's off Kansas. It's off Kansas.
I love how they always point like they forget there's
What's
a
this
camera.
kid's name? Rapnell?
What, the dude? Which one?
The white kid?
Yeah.
Rip,
One of the guys is from Arlington, Mass. Where I used to coach.
Ham or Cooper?
I think it might be not Cooper Flag. He's from Maine.
He's from Maine?
He's from Maine.
All these fucking kids coming out of New England?
Ramil Robinson, Patrick. Some guy named Patrick Ewing.
Get out.
Cambridge, Mass. You knew that.
Yes, I knew that.
You knew that. Don't toy with my emotions like that. Dana Barrows, James Bailey, Travis Best, Rick Brunson, certain son, your favorite fucking player.
Rick who?
Rick Brunson, Salem, Mass.
Brunson. Sounds familiar.
Rings a bell, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Nice chap.
Believe I know him.
He's a solid young talent.
Believe I follow his son's podcast. Is his son a basketball player, do you say?
Well, he dabbles.
No. What league?
He dabbles in some national whatever association. I don't know.
National Botulism Association?
National bullshit association.
Oh, dear.
It's just unbelievable. Yet they pull it off quite well, I got to tell you. Speaking of which,
Whose ball is it?
if Kansas gets that, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it was obviously off of him.
Yeah.
Bill Self, stop.
Seriously, Bill Self, the camera don't lie. Like, he's going to look at the replay and go, yeah, it's
I
on.
want to see overtime. The Dodgers just signed Blake Snell to a 5-year, $182 million deal. Holy shit.
Blake Snell, the
Padres.
Padres lefty. He's really,
Former Cy Young winner.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's really good, isn't he? God damn.
He really.
They might win 5 of the next 5. Crazy.
No, there's no. They already should have had championships.
They're a machine right now,
Yeah.
though. They're a fucking machine.
Well, no, the one thing they weren't a
What are the
machine
Yankees
with.
going to do? It's going
The
to
one
talk
thing they
that.
weren't a machine
We're
with.
going to re-sign Soto. Good, you're losing 5 again.
Dude, the one thing they weren't a machine with, pitching. Oh, well. Ian Snell helps.
Yeah, slightly. But they were also injured, too, the pitching staff for a lot
That's
of
what I'm saying.
Yeah. So now they add this gem. Oh, my God. Oh, a little give and go? Oh, they should have run the picket fence.
Well, Cooper did
Cooper,
pass.
he
Oh,
does this every time.
Dude, you're choking again?
He does this every time. Oh, I have the ball.
It was an unforced turnover.
Choke. Cooper, choke cup. Choke up.
Joker Cup.
Joker cup. Joker cup. That's it right there. No, it's flag. I'm sorry.
Why are the Cooper Cup?
I don't know where. Oh, the receiver.
Choker flag.
That's why. Yeah.
Choker flag.
Choker flag.
Is he gonna foul this kid?
Oh my
his
God.
feet.
Oh,
Rebound the ball. All right, push.
that kid's tough. 18 seconds. Don't.
Oh, look at him.
He double dribble, dude. Oh, he got away with
Is
it.
he Chris Webber?
I don't know. Yeah, call timeout before
Thank you.
before he wets himself. I was like, all right, check your diapers. Check your diapers.
Give the ball to somebody
Good.
else.
This is a good timeout by Shy. They looked frazzled.
Yeah.
They're flustered.
Well, it was frantic.
It was
That's
frantic.
what it was. It was frantic.
Frantic. Always the Dago Bar. I love the Dago Bar. The Dago
Dude,
Bar is my
Dago Donnie's.
Dago Donnie's. Yeah, Dago. We gotta get a sign.
Oh, man.
We can put it up right over here. Dago Donnie's. You can see it on the camera. We're at Dago Donnie's tonight. That's
Dago Donnie's.
Dago Donnie's. That's an Izzo Gem right there. That's gonna be the name of this bar, Dago Donnie's.
Dago Donnie's.
We're gonna clean up.
Hang this
We're gonna
out
put.
right there.
Yeah, we're gonna clear out. Put a couple of tables in here. Get a TV right there. Dago
Well,
Donnie's.
if we ever retire to the beach, we'll have to open Dago Donnie's.
We do. And we can put our week calendar in there. Marijuana Monday.
That's
Turkey
right.
Tuesday,
That's
weed
The
Wednesday,
weed calendar.
TNC Thursday,
Oh, yeah.
freestyle Friday, slug them down Saturday, sip them slow Sunday.
Oh man, imagine.
Oh,
Imagine sipping them slow on a Sunday with a bunch of TVs.
and you look out the window and there's palm trees. Just like, oh my god.
There's water.
Water, blue
Sand.
water, warm blue water. It's unbelievable. It's that water is beautiful, and there's not a rock on that fucking beach. It's ridiculous. We're gonna be down there in 24 hours. I can't fucking wait. It's like, oh man. Even in fucking late November, it's awesome. It's like that boardwalk. It's just awesome. I love that place.
Dude, the
I'm gonna
beach-
find. We gotta find a way to retire there together, and we gotta get Brian to come with us. That'd be so much fun. Oh my god, we would laugh. Every fucking day would be an event.
I guess, but the other thing you think about
And
is
if we
like, where will
we
the
open
kids
up
be?
Dago Donnie's,
Where will the kids be? That's the only thing.
well, they'll be in college,
I know, but
or maybe out of college.
no, I would think out of.
We can always have them migrate out of South Carolina. Get them to go to Coastal Carolina. You ever seen that school?
Yeah.
Coastal Carolina is beautiful. They would go down there and fall in love with it and not want to leave.
It's a party school, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also good. Dude, the view, it's on the ocean. The campus is fucking gorgeous.
Okay,
It
here
is
we
one
go.
of the-
Here we go.
Anyway,
It's rapping all over.
It's
everybody's
rapping.
kid's
So
name.
dude, he's got it. He's spinning. He's
Good
fluffed it.
move.
That's a crap.
No!
Oh my god.
Why?
Wet themselves. Two guys.
Shoot the fucking ball.
Two guys wet themselves.
Oh man,
That's just a double bedwetting. That's not on Shire. The two different kids.
that is a double bed.
That's a
wedding.
double bedwetting.
I don't know that I like the
That's a-
one-on-one though.
I don't know why. You got to shoot this. You're in the
You
paint.
shoot that shot.
Shoot the ball.
You have to throw it up.
You-
And
what
he
the
had
fuck
two
is-
guys. They would have boarded it.
Yeah, shoot it.
Watch the two guys that are down there. If he throws it up,
You can't.
they're
leave
both
it.
under the hoop.
By the way, he had a shooter at the 3-point line, wide open. They don't show it in the camera. There's a guy at the wing. He's wide open.
Got nervous.
Wets himself.
Could see it. Got nervous.
We always see a bedwetting here too. Somebody always wets the bed here. Someone on the fuck there. Someone watching wets himself.
Donnie
You ever
Bed-
notice that?
You ever been to Donnie Bedwetters? You been to Dago Donnie's? No, but I've been to this place called Donnie
Dago
Bedwetters.
Donnie's Bedwetters. That's the name of their cover band.
Yeah, there's people pissing all over the
Pissing
beds.
all over the pub of the stage.
Bunch of pisses.
Hey, that's their cover band, Dago Donnie's Bedwetters. It's like Dixie's Midnight Runners. That's terrible. Oh my god.
If he makes this, they got to push and hit a three.
We gotta hit a 3 with 3 seconds left. I guarantee you someone wets the bet on this one. I guarantee
It's gonna be a
it.
turnover.
It's gonna be a double wedding.
Or it's
Yeah,
gonna come
turnover.
off on a rebound. They're not gonna know what to do. Oh, he made them both.
It's not like the NBA. You could get a call timeout and get it at half court.
Can they advance?
I don't think so.
Because they did just call timeout.
Maybe they can. Hopefully they can and get it at half court or somewhere near there
Yeah,
because
but-
they can't go lick the
But
court.
if it's a half court inbound,
Hey,
you know there's
Grant
gonna be a
Hill ain't
wedding.
walking through that garage.
No,
Christian Laettner ain't
dude,
walking through that
If
garage.
it's a half court set,
They have a chance.
They're wedding. It's prime.
Calling the wedding
It's
now?
prime
He's
wedding.
calling the wedding.
You called it too.
That's true, I kind of did. But they've already wet themselves twice.
No, but
can they wet themselves 3 times in a
you
row?
said they could, and I agree. Dude, the half court set is a prime.
I think the half court set gives them a chance to at least get off a good shot.
Right, but
But if they have to go link to the floor,
but
they're wet
because it
themselves.
gives them a chance, it also gives them a chance to wet. Because like they should be able to get a shot off, like a decent shot.
We know that's not true.
You could make 2
You
passes.
just watched it twice. It didn't happen.
You could make 2 passes. You could
Are
dribble.
we wrong to assume they could get a shot off
You
right
could
now?
dribble 3 or 4 times in 3 seconds.
Are we wrong to assume that they could not get a shot off based on the last 2 possessions when they
Not
couldn't
at
get
all.
They couldn't get the shot off.
The probability states it will more likely be a wedding.
I'm saying I don't think they're going to get it off.
Right.
because of what I just saw.
Exactly.
He called the timeout to stop them from wetting themselves, and they still wet themselves.
Still wet.
It's like
Well,
it's like you
well,
call
I went to
timeout,
the
you
first
show the kid
later-
where the bathroom is, you lift the seat up for the kid, and he still misses the
But
toilet.
here's the thing. In the first opportunity, they went to the one guy. They said, all right, you do it. He wet himself. They take a timeout. They say, all right, now you do it.
You know why they're wetting themselves? Look who's there.
Oh, the comedian?
Yeah, they're wetting themselves. Yeah,
What's
yeah,
his
him.
name?
He said, they wet themselves again, Coach. Coach K, they wet themselves. That's what he'll say. Yep,
That guy doesn't have an Asian accent. That's the
Yeah.
guy. No, he's American.
No, but when he actually does it with it.
Well, yeah, when he plays
Yeah. I was doing an
Chinese
acting,
person.
Yeah, an acting version of him.
Oh, yeah, right.
You ever heard him on that?
Well,
he was in The Hangover.
The Hangover,
remember?
right,
Yeah,
but
he
that's
had
not his
that.
real voice.
I'm saying he was acting. That was the.
Oh, it's a wedding. It's a full court wedding.
Oh, they called timeout right there.
That's actually very smart.
That's cagey.
Okay, maybe we have a reverse.
Maybe
wedding.
we what is it?
Oversaturated? Oversaturated? Over-indexed?
Overestimated the wedding.
Yes, we might
I
have
think we might
underestimated their control
We overestimated the wedding.
and underestimated their
I think
control.
it was a dual problem.
I think you're right.
I think multiple. Yes, I do.
Did we wet ourselves?
I think. Did we reverse wet ourselves?
Not a second. By making the wrong call, did we actually wet ourselves? I feel
No, I'm
dry.
not- I'm
I feel dry.
I feel dry.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
I think we're all right. Yeah. We go on a limb. There'll be no wedding at the Dago Bar.
They need to hit a 3.
They don't wet themselves at Donnie's Dagos. No, Dago's Donnie's. No, wait.
Donnie's Dagos.
Donnie's Dagos.
No,
right? No, it's Donnie's. It's
No.
Dago's Donnie's.
Dago Donnie's.
Dago Donnie's.
So Donnie's has the S on it.
Yes.
Dago does not.
No, yeah.
Dago comes first.
It's Dago Donnie's.
Dago Donnie's.
I meant that.
Donnie Dagos.
Donnie Dago.
Donnie Darko.
It's like.
All right, here we go. Oh,
They got. You know what Duke did while we were laughing at ourselves? They got the ball. They advanced the ball to half
What
court
is
in
happening?
4/10
Look.
of a second over half
they're
court.
running a
timeout.
football play.
Something towards the back. They got to get a 3-point shot.
They're running a football play.
What are they running? Oh, crisscross, cruci. Where is it?
Nobody's open.
Right there.
No one's open. Oh, a horrible shot. He almost hit it.
They almost went in.
Was that Cooper? No, that was Nepple.
Nipple. Nipple. I mean, Nipple. Nipple. That was Nipple.
That's a horrible way for that game to end.
Yeah, it is. They wet themselves.
Both
twice.
of them
They
wet
could have won the
themselves.
game. They
I
both
mean-
double wetting. They actually got off a pretty good shot. That thing almost went in.
Dude, it was highly contested.
I know, but he got a
Credit
look.
Kansas for contesting the shit
It was
out
good
of that.
defense. They did it clean. Kansas is a very good team.
Yeah.
Very worthy of the #1 ranking. But hey, Duke only lost by 3, and they kind of wet themselves. So if they see each other again and say, I don't know, the Final Four, it might be a hell of a rematch.
Well, they're gonna have to have more moments like this where they come through and they get confidence, because they've had multiple
The
weddings
bad wedding
now.
at some point is going to stop.
Right.
But maybe this can serve as a notice. See if you don't wet yourself, what you can do. If you had not wet yourselves, you're going to beat the best team in the country.
Well, because this actually wasn't a wedding, but it was just such a tough shot.
Yeah, the problem is they put themselves
Right,
in
exactly.
because of frequent wedding. Yes, multiple weddings.
The wedding led to the most difficult path to victory.
If when
And
you
couldn't
look
take it.
at the team stats where it says weddings, weddings down the bottom there, right up to turnovers, weddings. They're gonna have like 4.
Dude, we got to do our NFL pick segment.
We do. I want to end this on that. Celtics, Knicks both look great. Comeback segment
Dude,
3. Pick segment. I think we were
How
even.
great is this on a Tuesday?
It's wonderful.
Dude, we were both a couple of chumps last week.
Yeah, we were.
We picked all the same games. We're not allowed to do that.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do that anymore.
I looked at it 2 days later, after it was over, because I wasn't thinking of games. I was thinking fantasy, and I'm like, we picked all the same games.
I feel like we need to have maybe 3 games where like we have to go different.
Okay.
I don't know how we identify those
Yeah, how
games.
do we do that?
You think
And
that's
how do we determine who takes who? Well, we both agree that team's going to win, but one of us has got to go different.
no, not in those situations. I'm talking
What
about
if
the
all the
situations where like it's
Was
almost
there
like
one like that we could have split on though? Looking back,
last week.
we were both 9 and 5.
I'm saying I wanted to pick some people, some irregulars.
You did?
But I bitched out.
We picked Carolina.
No, we didn't.
We did. Oh, no, the
you
Chiefs.
convinced me not to pick
right.
Carolina.
I was right.
I know.
Barely.
But I was right in a sense because
They were close.
Carolina, I
They
mean,
damn near won that.
they
game.
did, dude.
By the way, talk about a team. let's say this for
Well,
segment
I mean,
coming
it
right
just
up.
goes back to the fact that you were right about Kansas
Yeah,
City.
we'll talk about that in segment 3.